Hello students, welcome back. Welcome back to our next lecture, the seventh lecture in the zoology lecture series. So today we will going to study about the ribosomes, and in the next lecture we will study about the Golgi apparatus, right? So I'm Pratap Bhosle, welcomes you to Shiva School, and those of you who are attending this lecture for the first time, if they want to know about the more previous year questions which were asked in the UPSC, they can download my book. And for more guidance and one-on-one discussion, you can join this Telegram channel or group also. I have also launched my website, shivaschool.co.in, where I will launch my future courses and test series soon. Okay, so let's start with today's lecture. So what we are going to study is about ribosomes. So what ribosomes are actually? The ribosomes consist of, these are the rRNAs and proteins. Okay, these are the protein synthesizing units of the cell, ribosomes, right? So these have rRNA inside it and proteins chemically. So the ribosomal subunits and their RNAs are named on their sedimentation rates. So, and the sedimentation rate unit, and that unit is measured in a Swedberg unit, right? S value. So there are different units of the ribosomes are, and which are named according to what? Swedberg, or the sedimentation rate. And what are those? That the ATS types of eukaryotes are present in ATS type of ribosomes are in eukaryotes, and 70S are in prokaryotes. So this is a basic structure of ribosome, right? So there is a larger subunit, and this is one smaller subunit attached to it, right? So it will have also amino acid, peptide, and tRNA binding sites, which were called as the exit sites, peptidyl binding site, and amino acid tRNA binding site. So this is the basic structure of the ribosomes, any ribosomal unit. Okay. But there are different types of ribosomes present in the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells, right? So in the eukaryotic, there are ATS type of ribosomes unit present. And what does it mean by ATS? Means their sedimentation value is ATS. Next are the two types of subunits present in the eukaryotic ribosomes. They are 60S. They are the 60S and 40S type. Okay. So individually, the larger unit will have sedimentation value of 60S, and a smaller unit of the ribosomes will have a sedimentation value of 40S. These are the different rRNAs present inside these eukaryotic ribosomes. And what are number of proteins? So almost 49 and 30. There are not approximate value. These are different in different cells. So these are the number of proteins present inside the cell. In case of prokaryotes, okay, the ribosome is called as what? 70S ribosomal unit. And the individual larger unit of an prokaryotic ribosome will have sedimentation value of 50S, and smaller ribosome unit have a unit sedimentation rate of 30S value. These are the different rRNAs present inside the two type of ribosomes. Okay. So let's see some more information about these sites. Okay. These are a short note or a basic understanding video about all my course. The much detailed notes about all the lectures, much detailed answers about all the points which I am teaching in this course will be available on my Telegram channel and on my website also. Okay. So I cannot accommodate all the theory that is needed for an answer in a PowerPoint, right? So I need to give some basic understanding first to students through these videos, and after that the detailed notes I have already uploaded on my Telegram channel. Okay, and all the notes of the cell biology I will upload in my Telegram channel also, and very soon on website also, for free, of all the cell biology chapters. So just don't consider that these are the very short notes and whether they would suffice the UPSC answer or not. I'm also going to provide all the previous year question answer of cell biology chapter, all the model answer of the previous year questions once we have completed entire cell biology chapter, which will be maybe in coming 10 to 15 days. Okay, so through these lecture series you just get the basic knowledge which is required, and there is further derived knowledge or further extra knowledge which is also required for writing the answers. For that you need to rely the notes which I upload on the channel and the website. Okay, so let's continue with our sites of ribosomes. So they are, a site is actually an acceptor site. What does it accept? A site accepts the amino acyl tRNA to it. So this is the A site, right? So at that the tRNAs, the amino acyl tRNA molecules come from outside, okay, and this tRNA binds to these sites, A site. So that's why it is called as acceptor sites. Next is the P site, that is the donor site. Okay, what does the donor site mean? Binding of peptidyl tRNA. The tRNA with the peptidyl, the protein, it is attached to at P site. Okay, so that it has the peptidyl to it, that P site. That is called as peptidyl tRNA site or a donor site. It donates the peptidyl group. So that's why. And in the next case, there is the E site. Okay, E site is actually exit site from the tRNAs which are attached to it. Okay, so next slide is the what are the types of basic type of ribosomes. All of you, if you have attended my previous lecture, then you must know the basic structure of ribosomes, right? This endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum has the rough endoplasmic reticulum have on its surface these ribosomes, right? And if you remember, even on the outer membrane of the nucleus, these ribosomes were present, right? Even on the outer membrane, these ribosomes were present. So the membrane attached ribosomes are present at the two locations, mainly at the two locations. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and second one is the nucleus. Okay, this is the membrane bound ribosomal unit. Next type of the ribosomes is the free ribosomes. Okay, what are the free ribosomes? These are present, maybe present across the whole cytoplasm, anywhere where they are synthesizing proteins and other intermediates. Okay, so next is the function of these ribosomes. Obviously, the biggest function would be the synthesis of protein, like the translate the mRNAs into protein. So this would be the first function, right? This would be the first function. The next is, if you know all the vesicles, right? All the vesicles like the lysosomal, the secretory vesicles, and other types of peroxisomes and all that, they basically originated from this Golgi and endoplasmic reticulum, right? So the contents of these vesicles are decided by the Golgi apparatus. Okay, so whatever the contents are will be in these vesicles. They are nothing but the materials which go across the Golgi apparatus. Okay, so that is also another function. Okay, and you will need something detailed notes for how these ribosomes synthesize proteins, but that part of the ribosomal synthesizing protein we will cover when we will go through the transcription and the translation. Okay, so that part of function will be added in the latter part of, and you will get that answer in my model answers, right? So you don't need to worry that how you are going to write actual 10-page answer or the 15-page answer, sorry, a 2-page answer or 3-page answer for 10 marks or 15 marks. So what you need to do in my course is you just need to attend the YouTube session. Then it is followed by a live doubt session. So you should also attend that live doubt session also. You ask any doubts you arise. I am almost live from this week, almost 4 to 5 days in a week. So you can ask me any questions regarding the notes and any queries regarding these lectures. Okay. And the next thing you need to do while following my course is that following my notes, which I will either upload in the channel or after cell biology chapter, I am likely to charge you for some notes. So either purchasing those notes or if they are free, get them downloaded from the channel. Okay. And once you have gone through these notes and my videos, many of the students will still find it difficult to write down a 2-page answer out of all the knowledge which I am sharing. Okay, so for that difficulty of yours, I'm going to give you model answers. Okay, so you don't need to worry. Next is the structure of ribosomes. See, there was already a question about the type or the structure of the 30S and 70S ribosomes unit, which has already been asked in the exam in the UPSC. I think somewhere in the 2015 or 2018, I just don't remember, but this first question was already asked, and what was actually expected in that answer was that these models, the Stoffer-Wittmann's model and the Lake's model of ribosomal structure. Okay, so here I have explained those models structurally. You don't need to go into much details, so that whatever part I'm going to cover here, that would be enough. Okay, so let's see how the Stoffer and Wittmann's model of the ribosomes is. So start with the Stoffer model. Actually, these are the 30S ribosomal units. So what Stoffer and Wittmann's model says that this 30S ribosomal unit has a head over it. This is the only a single ribosomal, nothing but a single ribosome, which is where the picture is taken from all the sides. Okay, so these are the 4 angles of the ribosomal structure. So it has this head-like structure. Then it has also a body, a slightly bigger body. Then it has also a cleft where this 50th ribosomal unit will attach. Okay, this dent is nothing but a kind of a depression, hollow or depression in the structure. Okay, so this would be the structure of a 30S ribosomal unit. The 50S ribosomal unit is having central protuberance, peak-like structure, like the central protuberance which came outside the structure, and laterally it has 2 projections, right? So, and inside it, from another angle, you could also see a notch inside the structure. So when you fit this model inside this, you will see a structure like this. Like when you fit a 30S ribosomal unit into a 50S ribosomal unit, a final structure will look either like this, or from sideways it will look like this. Okay, so this is a Stoffer-Wittmann's model. So next is Lake's model of ribosomes, and in the Lake's model, what he has proposed is that the 30S ribosomal unit has a platform toward attachment with the 50S, and it has one upper 1/3 head and lower 2/3 body. Okay, lower 2/3 body. So this was the proposed structure of Lake's of 30S, and for 50S he has proposed that he has some rounded central protuberance and 2 sharp lateral projections. Okay, and when you feed these 2 ribosomes into one another, you will get the structure like this. Okay, so this is the 50S ribosome unit on the 30S ribosome unit. So this was the entire structure proposed by Lake's model. Okay, so the question gets complete: the structure of 30S or structure of 70 or 50S ribosome units. Okay, so next we will go through the Golgi-Patterson. Okay, but for this lecture we will stop here.